A shame you seemed an honest man. I know the fears you hold so dear will turn to whisper in your ear. And you know what they say might hurt you, and you know what it means so much, and you don't even feel a thing. I
I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. Ah! Hello.
And all the fears you hold so dear will turn to whisper in your ear. And you know what they say might hurt you, and you know that it means so much, and you don't even feel a thing.
I had to fix my hair a little bit. It got frizzy from being outside, so, you know. But it's all good now. Words off the screen. What does that mean? Words off the screen? Hiding chat. Oh, nah, I don't think it's necessary. I just say that I'm doing this live, so it's not surprising. It's alright. That's all good. I thought there was like a problem. I thought like, oh no, is like something like, there's something that's like going off the screen where it's not supposed to or something like that. Anyway. Okay, for some reason my fucking Stream Deck buttons are not working. I'm gonna try to see what's going on there. Maybe I gotta reset it real quick. Let's see. Let's see here. Okay. There we go. I think it's working. We're good. All right. So it's been a while. I, for whatever reason, just haven't kept up with Beyond Canon for the last few months. And I feel like everything has happened in the meantime. If you only come back to the channel for homestuck content and like don't keep up as a regular, it must be like coming out of a fucking cryogenic sleep, because I look different. I got black hair now. I have a new camera. Beyond Canon has had tons of updates. The pilot came out. There's an official Discord now. There's a new line of merch. The comic has been re-releasing and is like all the way like way into Act 6 now. There's been a lot of shit happening, even just pertaining to Homestuck. So it's now December, and I'm finally gonna make my way back into the Beyond Canon universe. I've wanted to for a while. Like, don't get me wrong. I didn't stop reading because I like got bored and I like wasn't interested in continuing or anything like that. I think maybe like once a week I would be like, I should read Beyond Canon. And then I just like wouldn't. I don't know why. I just preoccupied with other stuff, I guess. And when it came to stream, I was so focused on trying to get through some games and stuff like that. But we're here now, and I'm actually going to try and keep up with it. I'm not going to promise, but I'm going to try my best. And we're going to get into some reading. So I did come up with a little list here for myself. So last time I read, it was all of the updates from August because, as you might remember, I changed my recording schedule to be reading everything from a certain month, and it turns out that was a very smart decision because right after that month, wow, they kicked things into high gear, and there have been like several updates per month. It's crazy. So that being said, today I'm gonna read all of the updates from September. There were 5 updates in September on the 2nd, the 8th, the 12th, the 15th, and the 18th. And that is pages 835 to 874. So that is what we're going to get through today. So last time we basically just met Lilac, or got to know her. Started to see some of her friends. Augury aside is an absolute weirdo that I like so far a lot. And Tinnitus Chakra was the only other one we had a conversation with, which means there's probably still at least one other, probably more, of her friends that we have to have some conversations with. We'll see what happens. Right now, our caretaker appears to be in distress, so let's see where this goes. I gotta keep this this page number up so I know where to stop at so I don't go too far. What the fuck is this? Luckily, that fear response means she's still alive. That's good, because otherwise you'd have to hurry down and consume her entirely, as is nymph tradition, though you're not particularly hungry. Uh-oh. Looks like this veritable cloudburst of Icarus exertion... Exertion? Icarus exertion? What the hell is that? Has attracted the attention of your suburb's precious darling local idol, Meemaw. That is not her name. No one is old enough to remember what her name was. Meemaw, no! If she keeps at it, she's gonna get a tummy ache again. You'd hate for her to get a tummy ache. Looks like the caretaker has escorted the poor, hapless Meemaw inside. This is usually your responsibility, but today is just one of the many chores you are avoiding. You are sure to get a sonar membrane full about it later. Oh, god damn it, they just left a package out there. What was the point of all that? Looks like you're gonna have to go out there and get it yourself, but leaving your recluse hollow means dealing with the voice. Lilac, coat yourself in slime to drown out ominous portents. Time to slime. What the fuck? Oh my god. You have to cut the wire to get stuff out of the capsule lock. That's really fucking fun. I like that. But first, for some reason you have an inkling that once you leave this room, it may be some time before you have the chance to return. You'd best make sure you've seen everything here you need to. Are you forgetting anything? Oh shit, I heard about this. Unfortunately, since I wasn't keeping up, I didn't get the chance to actually contribute myself, but this is fucking awesome. They started letting people put in reader responses again, because there are the Fruity Rumpus forums, the new unofficial but basically official forums for like all things Homestuck. And so they put this page and maybe some more pages, I'm not actually sure, on the forums and let people actually submit responses like in the old days. I kind of want to scroll through some of these and see what the hell people said before we actually go onto the official page that they went with. Unless they went with multiple responses, I guess we'll see. 22 pages. We're not going to read through all these, but I'm just going to scroll through some and see. Make yourself a cup of tea. Make sure your clam bed is nice and tidy. Acquire dubious orb from the bottom of the room, or edge of the room. Examine green slab. Finish up your till death project. Check ye flasks. Look at what the fuck is up with that blue aptly looking diagram. Grab your science kit. Crack open ominous tome. Examine strife specifics. Brew up some sustenance for the road. Touch the ominous green slab. Take a nap in the coffin. Quick nap. Chat with peers. Eat your candles. Examine literature. Respond to red friend. Take alchemy supplies. Do a fashion montage. Capture log computer. Put out the candles. It's a fire hazard. Brush your second set of teeth. Wow. This was clearly a very successful exercise here. Holy shit. Lots of people responded to this. I wonder how many in total. Does it say, like... I don't think it tells you how many responses there are. I wish you could see how many replies there were, though. Fuck. Is there a way to see? It tells you replies here. Let's see. I'm just curious, like... What if I go to, like, page 4? Does that work? 2 months. 3 months. Update. That's from September. But first, let's see here. Is this the right? This is the right one. Okay, so that had 440 responses. That's crazy. That's really cool that there were actually like really, you know, I mean 440, it's not like that's like whoa, like breaking the internet, but like on this forum and everything, like that is a sizable amount of people who had interest in submitting for that. So that's actually really cool to see. Let's see what they ended up actually going with. So, Lilac, prepare yourself for a long and complicated journey. Okay, but like how? Button up your overalls. The other side goes down. Set up trap explosives in case anyone tries to get in. Oh, what are you, some kind of amateur? Your Recluse Hollow doesn't have a door or a lock. Obviously, the entire staircase is rigged to blow in the name of privacy before shell time each night. Okay? Play with chemistry set. This isn't any old chemistry set. It's your alchemist's table. Right now, it's full of metal. Some of those metals react quite violently with water, and although you still have a soft spot for the bathospheric chemistries of yore, you've lately applied that knowledge in pursuit of more modern explosives. Still, you always find the time to dabble, even if only to assuage the worries of your more mystically minded peers. Never hurts to keep in touch with your roots. Eat the chalk. You will not be doing that. Instead, you examine your lumps of pure gold, an incredibly common and largely useless metal in Deltritus. An old homework assignment from the few turns ago resulted in some of this leftover. Gold, as we all know, is infamously inert, which conflicts with your sensibilities. Thankfully, through the power of alchemy, you can transform them into something of worth. Alchemize perfectly generic goo with pure gold. Much better. Take some alchemy supplies with you. You capsulog the extra lead nugget. What else is there to see here? Pursue personality-revealing desk literature. What is this? DNA Valkyrin TV animation series, episodes 1 to 80. What the fuck is this? Literature? Who has time to read these days? This is an anime. Dian Alcarin, to be exact. For a foal in love, it was the darkest of times. So this probably lends credence to, and I think I did see the design, but I won't spoil anything. But this definitely lends credence to the theory people had at the time, like, oh, nymphs in the other species, which is Dirk's species, is going to be like horse-based in some way. A friend sent this to you alongside a box set of the DVD collection. The plot is some bullshit, but you like it anyway. You and her mostly just watch it to discuss your ships. You find the relationship between the hero and his oddly named dark counterpart to be the heart of the show, but your friend disagrees. Your friend's shipping opinions in general are far too advanced and difficult for your casual, and as she tells you frankly sophomoric, tastes, but to summarize, she ships the dark hair guy with the blonde guy. She's always on some next level shit. Fasten candle to head and become the legendary Uninymph. You pay homage to the legendary victim sometimes referred to as the Uninymph. Kill yourself! What the fuck? You cease paying homage. The voice is sounding a bit different today. Stop making homestuck, just like we told Dirk to do all that time ago. What is this? Stop making homestuck. Break your bones in 46 places. Stop making homestuck. Balk like a chicken and caterwaul like a clodpole and what the fuck? Your thoughts have been dumb as fuck today. Dumber than usual, even. Is this a part of your grand metamorphosis? The nymphs start grand morphing and become dumb as fuck? Unless these ideas are coming from the voice rather than your own upper organon, which would be equally odd. For the first time in your life, you wish you had the ability to reply to it. Check up on your vaguely casket-shaped closet. Let's take a look in this cabinet, whose shape is as beautiful as it is abstract and meaningless. Wow, aside from the clothes you alchemically transmogrified into an orbicular massive mess, it's actually pretty organized. Mostly because a lot of the stuff that should be in here is dumped on your floor, but still. What do you got in here? Some kind of note, cube, scroll. That red and black makes me think it's from AA. Purple something, maybe chalk and a ball. Drink suspiciously colored liquid. Yeah, there's no way you're drinking that. AA, I knew it, sent this to you some time ago and asked you to do just that, although she made a point not to tell you the effect it may have on you. Drink it and see. Knowing her, it's probably some kind of test where drinking a mysterious unlabeled potion is how you fail immediately. She'll be happy to know you're still resisting. It could come in handy, though, so you capture log the mysterious potion for safekeeping. Examine drawing. Looks like Gumby. Fucked up Gumby. This is a drawing you made of your two favorite cartoon characters. You took some creative liberties with one of the designs here, though, namely making the main character a nymph. Though it was a little embarrassing to admit, you always felt that he was a very nymph-like character, especially given how mercurial his body was. There was a time when you wondered if the creator was a nymph himself, but it turned out they were just some old satyr from a bajillion tides ago. Is it satyr or satyr? I think it might be satyr. I think it's satyr. When you searched the other net for discussion on the topic, it seemed no one felt the same. You didn't get along with people on one of the major fan sites either. You argued with users saying he didn't really act like a nymph, and if there was any character that could be a nymph, it'd be the blue one. To which you thought, yeah, sure, you guess. You never really understood why that was an acceptable exception to the rule. They're all just colorful pieces of clay. You haven't really thought about this since you were banned from the fan site for IP spoofing and mailing bombs to various users' homes. The subject always manages to stress you out. You crumple up the drawing and eat it. Is this like... He didn't act like a nymph. If there's any character that could be a nymph, it'd be the blue one. This feels like it's talking about when people were like weird about certain directions of characters. Like I can think of like, I don't know. For whatever reason, people got real fucking strong opinions about which characters can and cannot be trans or gay or whatever. Like, I don't know what that is. I don't know what it is about like queer characters that make people be like, I don't think they would be that thing, but that seems to be what happens. Examine Little Cube. It's a piece of forbidden contraband the surface dwellers refer to as a sugar cube. A gift from TC. Oh my god. It's because they're fucking, the satyrs are horses. From TC, who's always trying to get you to engage with new mirth-inducing, highly illegal things. However, you neglected to tell him that concentrated sugars are highly toxic to nymph anatomy. One bite of this, and you'd be in big trouble. Any sane nymph would cast these agents of the sweet onto a dumping beach and forget they ever existed. But they're from a friend, so the risk of temptation is something you're willing to endure. Ponder the ooze. These are your slime jars used for storing your perfectly generic goo. Eventually, your need for slime outpaced the woefully limited slime allowance the caretaker could reasonably permit, so you had to resort to brewing your own. You always meant to get around to finding a more elegant way to store it, but the slime just kept coming. Now your floor is littered with their hollowed husks. You'd like to say that they're a poignant testament to your fortitude in the face of egregious psychic assault, but really, they're just a big sticky mess. You really need to clean these up eventually. Handle your wand. This was gifted to you by the caretaker when you were small. You have fond memories of practicing various arcane and deadly magics alongside her. Ray of Unending Sorrow, Death Beam, Dusk's Depraved Delight, Beam of Death. Good times. Cast a spell or two for old time's sake. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, it's dust. You forgot you rendered it uncastable on your last usage after a series of mystical mishaps. You haven't tried a spell since. Take a delectable bite from the big green chunk. You mean the tabula smaragdina? Another relic of your fryhood. It's common tradition for a caretaker to pass their text down to their nursling. This tablet has been a cornerstone of primary education for nymphs for as long as almost anyone remembers. The original was said to have been found, clutched by the ancient corpse of our inedible maiden, the letter of the law. Squaremae's vice great, but yours is just a re-chiseling. 'Tis true without lying, certain and most true. That which is below is like that which is above, and that which is above is like that which is below, to do the miracle of one only thing. Whatever that means. Try to imagine who your creator is or what they look like. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Not exactly, but you're onto something. You got some orange, you got a sun in there. You know. You're on the right track. In the literal sense, your Vosmaster or Vosmater was gone long by the time your egg cracked. Mythologically speaking, you've never been too interested in studying up on the grand designer, weaver of tendrils either. Most of what you do know comes from whatever dubiously first-hand accounts Mima regales you with on your afternoon swims. Apparently, she was a hatchling last she saw this deity, so it's more than likely she's been making everything up. Besides, she couldn't be that old. Could she? Crack open ominous tome. This hefty volume is the Tildepth, I see, treatise, which chronicles all the undulating intricacies of the ancient programming language of the same name. Tildepth was a shockingly rare joint effort between a surface dweller and a nymph, developed long, long ago. The fact that the surface dweller was an omnicidal madman, and the nymph a megalomaniacal heretic only serves to increase its mystique, its illegality, and most importantly, its breadth of scope. Tildepth is an unholy chimera of primal magic and stunningly intricate logic, and was apparently some kind of ruthlessly protected state secret up on land. You don't know what TC did to get his hands on it, but the efforts to develop the game really took off after its discovery. The two of you have been sending it back and forth for ages now, each contributing a different perspective to further your mutual understanding of the concepts outlined within. Right now, thinking about that kind of stuff is just going to stress you out, so you opt to leave it closed. It makes for a better cushion that way. Ponder orb. It's cracked. This is your mobile far sphere. Far spheres work similar enough to a computer and is the preferred method of othernet web browsing for sea-dwelling nymphs such as yourself, as they are technically not supposed to be on the uppernet. Sadly, yours is absolutely loaded with scryware. Those cracked files did exactly what they said they'd do. Now, it can only receive messages, which makes it an excellent excuse for blowing people off. Ponder anyways. A loading circle, and that's a new symbol. Who is this? Well, that was a completely useless thing to do. You'll be stuck buffering like this indefinitely, unless action is taken. So this, I assume, is one of the satyrs. Looks like some little ears. I see. Maybe glasses? Return suspiciously radioactive pearl to the bed of your beautifully large clam. Wow, you are full of stupid thoughts today. You focus on giving your far sphere a hard reset. It's still a complete piece of trash, but at least it's not an edging sphere of eternal torture now. You might as well take it with you. Admire your tasteful, artistic wall scrolls once more. It says, what's wrong with your brain, sea cow? The critics are not a fan of this one either. What else is new? Isn't this awesome? Isn't looking at stuff in your room just the best? You feel like a born yesterday fry, and you're holding all these things for the first time again. You could do this all day. That fucking face. Why does she look high? Be accosted. Sheesh! Can't a girl languish amidst her earthly trinkets without 47 freaks jumping on her dorsal plane? Okay, it's only 5, but your point still remains. These people need hobbies, something to possess all their free time so they leave you the hell alone. Luckily for them, you are as magnanimous as you are opulent. Look at mod chat. This is even worse than general. You know most of the people here. They all seem to be bouncing between chatting about miscellaneous topics and also judging whether or not people deserve to be in the chat. They're banning each other at a rate of 10 bans per second. Wow. These despotic oligarchs think all of the world is their game. Oh wow, this is this was written by someone who has had experience being a Discord mod in a large server. Clearly. I'm trying to remember what some of the others were. So obviously GC, TC, and AA we've met. We also have Cloistered Connoisseur, Agamemnon's Theory, and Champion's Tirade as prominent names. Show mod log. GC entered Pale Horse Dark Geniuses. I see thee. Oh, this is new. Huh? What? Must have like an eye patch or something. Hi, Lilac. Grant her no greeting. She has been given more than enough, yet has opted to spurn them all. OMGs, drama llamas. Okay, you need her that badly? What I need is silence from thee. What I need is for us to stop clogging the chat. Dang, clopping? In the mod chat? Shut. Oh, God. Like, there's like an LOL XD random girl in here. Or boy, I guess I don't know. I'm just doing my best to give voices with the little information that I have. Agamemnon's Theory has banished Cloistered Connoisseur from Pale Horse Dark Geniuses. Champion's Tirade has descended upon Pale Horse Dark Geniuses. Are you ready to climb the mountain? Hurrah! Cloister Connoisseur has unbanished themselves from Palehurst Dark Geniuses. Oh, yes! Agamemnon's theory has banished Champion's Tirade from Palehurst Dark Geniuses. Agamemnon's theory has unbanished Champion's Tirade from Palehurst Dark Geniuses. Sorry I had to do that, T, but now is not the time. I'm letting you back in, but we have a job to do. Do not force my hand again. That's the mountain's bad brother, but the rumble of the earth cannot be silenced. The battle cry was pretty sick, no? Admittedly, yes. Pretty sick. But let's keep our heads on straight. So cool! Agamemnon's theory has banished Cloistered Connoisseur from Palehurst Dark Geniuses. Not helping! The mountain thinks you should stop banning him. It's not sporting. Okay, so him. Augury aside has banished Agamemnon's theory from Palehurst Dark Geniuses. An eye for an eye, cur? Cloister Connoisseur has unbanished themselves from Palehurst Dark Geniuses. Aw, you love me. Augury aside has banished Cloister Connoisseur from Palehurst Dark Geniuses. Let the world be blind. Oh, these are some freaks. This is all getting a bit overwhelming. Let's try talking to someone else, something whose message frequency never overwhelms you. Message Vriska? What do you mean? You then proceed to have the conversation we already read. Which was that, right. How to... Wait, I never even thought about that, but how... They're way in the future. Where did Vriska, like Big Vriska, take the kids that... Or what? How is this happening? I'm just wondering. Interesting. I don't know why I never thought about that before, but yeah, she messaged Vrissy when Vrissy was still on Earthsea. How do the inhabitants of this planet even know about Earthsea? Fascinating. Okay. You proceed to have the conversation we already read, during which time you idly occupy yourself by disarming the potentially fatal ordnance ticking down in your inventory. Cutting the right wire is easy, so easy you could do it in your sleep, which you regularly do. Let me just see what she said in here again real quick. So... about playing the game. So basically they're trying to get a SHRB in this world session going. And the kids potentially could also join the same session, since clearly the nymphs, and probably satyrs as well, can have communication with the humans. Okay. Disarm that last one. The trick is to keep steady. Trip and fall flat on your face. Uh-oh. Kaboom! Damn. That's what you get for burying the lead. BTC. Be the mirthful purple boy. You can't BTC right now. He's busy. Ooh. We get a silhouette, though. Very busy. Okay. So is Satyr Society like some weird, like, super high-tech, like, alien tech world? Where the nymphs are more sort of, you know, Atlantis-like fantastical underwater society? That would be interesting, unless this is just an exception. And that is all for September. Wow. Cool. Lots more personality revealed from some of these friends. Like I said, wow, they're all fucking freaks. Which is not necessarily a bad thing. It's really funny how they're all just banning each other from mod chats constantly. That's a pretty good bit. Still really interested to learn more about this world of the nymphs and the satyrs, Deltritus. I'm really looking forward to seeing more. I wonder how long we're gonna be staying here. Like, is it gonna be another what was the Act 5, Act 1 situation where Alternia was the entire focus of that whole act? We didn't really get a peek at stuff happening in the other sections of the story until we like fully met every one of the trolls. So it might be another one of those situations where like Act 2 might just be Deltritus. We might not see the candy people or the meat crew. The meat crew sounds crazy for quite a while. I would say candy probably even longer because a lot of Act 1 was about them, and the end of Act 1 was a big climax with a long time coming for their story. So I feel like it's probably going to be like quite a while before we get anything from the candy timeline again, or at least anything significant. But there's a good chance Act 2 is going to focus on Deltritus, and then either Act 3 or an intermission in between Act 2 and 3, we might get some more of what the meat timeline gang is up to. But for now, I'm just having fun with this, honestly. Like, this does feel like a very nice sort of breath of fresh air. There's not as much baggage and as much, like, long-standing storyline stuff going on. We just get to, like, get introduced to this new world, do some good bits. Like, I'm liking this. So if this is all that Act 2 is, then, like, I'll be pretty happy with that. It'll be a fun way to introduce us to these new characters and, like, set up this new part of the story without overwhelming us with all the other things going on. So yeah, that is that. And the question now is, so it's 2:30. I work at 3:30, so I could potentially stream for another half hour. But I don't know how I feel about that. Just because it's not really enough time to get a decent session of anything in. With DMC, I don't know like when missions are gonna stop. So that's bad because either I play for a really short amount of time or I overshoot. And kind of same with Nier, I never know when the save points are going to be. So it's probably just going to be a very short stream today. That might be what a lot of the Homestuck streams are like. That or they'll just be like appended onto the beginning or end of separate streams. But at least I got something done. And I think with the time I have left before work, I definitely want to read at least a little bit. You know what, actually, what I should do is I should go on Tumblr and start writing my first impressions of Berserk. Because I started reading Berserk. I got through 1 volume so far. Only 1. It's fine so far. Still nothing mind-blowing. Some interesting stuff, but nothing crazy, like, incredible or anything. Incredible art. I'll say that. Beautiful. Fucking gorgeous manga. But I'm still kind of waiting to see what the big deal is, I guess. I don't know how long I'll be waiting. I hope it's not a case where I'm just waiting, like I'm reading the entire thing and I keep waiting for like the good part, and then I just get to the end and find out maybe I just don't see what other people see or something. We'll see. I only got through 1 volume. It has plenty of time to grow on me and to you know, do some cool stuff, so we'll see. but I want to write like a live blog type thing for it the same way that I've been doing for other stuff. Did it with Homestuck. I've been doing it for JoJo. Been doing it for One Piece when I read that. I think I'm going to start doing it with Berserk as well, because that one is one that people really like, and I feel like just because of how much impact I know it's had on people, it sets my expectations that it's going to be something that is going to surprise and intrigue me, and maybe give me some stuff to chew on in a way that I would like to log. I would like to actually have an archive of like my thoughts as I'm going through it. Yeah, I don't have a written like Chainsaw Man blog post structure, but you're right. I just kind of do Chainsaw Man live blogs IRL to you, because that's something as well. I've been reading Chainsaw Man. I'm like, I would say a decent amount into part 2 now. I just got done with volume 14, so that's 3 volumes into part 2. So I've been reading it for a decent bit now, and I'm really enjoying that. I enjoyed Chainsaw Man all the way from the start, and I'm still enjoying it a lot. I just don't think there has never been a part of Chainsaw Man that I have found to be lacking. I just think it's an excellent series. But that one I'm not reading. I'm not doing live blogs for, just because I still like to have some that are kind of just me series. I mean, obviously I talk about it with you, Corinne, but I mean, like, it's nice to have things I can just read through without having to like stop and like write a post when I think of something. I can just like read and like put it aside and be done with it. And it's just kind of a slightly more passive way of consuming things. Which is kind of why I stopped. I used to take a lot of pictures when I was live blogging manga stuff. I would actually take pictures of the panels to go along with the blogs. And I stopped doing that because that was just even more stopping me from reading more, where I would have to line it up, get the picture right, upload it, and then write the post. And that was just even more friction between me actually getting through the story. So yeah, gonna write some posts on Berserk. If I have time, I also should get a video ready, or like at least work on one a little bit, because falling behind on video uploads. I just like don't have anything. It's honestly because I need to finish the thumbnail art for DMC3. I need to start pumping out that art a little more efficiently, I think. Something I did with this drawing, which I'm probably going to continue doing, is just kind of letting it be sketchier, letting it be a little messier, so I can get them out quicker, because it's a little bit of work to like stream and also edit videos and also upload those videos and make thumbnails for them and draw an avatar for each one of those series that I'm doing the videos for. It's a time commitment, you know? So any way that I can speed it up is great. So that's gonna be all for the stream. I'm gonna go work on that post, probably read some, probably try and finish the drawing, or at least work on the drawing a little bit. I don't know if I'll finish or not, but I got some shit I can get done. So this was fun. It was actually, you know what? Sometimes doing tiny little streams like this, it's actually pretty nice. Just hop on, get some shit done, and get out. But I will be back tomorrow with Nier. We haven't played Nier since last week. I'll play Nier tomorrow. Until then, I'm out of here. Corinne, thanks for tuning in. I'm sure this was also good for you because, like you said, you can consume Beyond Canon without the burden of, actually reading it. Typical Homestuck fan. Well, we're not caught up because remember, I still need to read the updates for October and November. But we're getting there. More than we were before. Anyway, I'm out. I'll be back tomorrow. Bye-bye.